Hello again. So we have reached the exercise 36, which is the last exercise of the matrix 1. So we have already solved this. So it's the multiplication of two matrices. So I will just repeat it quickly here. So if I have made two matrices A and B, and let's say that C is the multiplication of these two. So I have, for example, A. So let's say A is of dimension 2 by 3. And obviously B should be of dimension 3, so they should match the number of columns of A and the number of rows of B. So obviously at the end C it would be of size 2 and 4. So and how we can calculate this? So let's take just a small example. I have for example here 2 rows and 3 columns. So this is A, and then here, so I will not, so let's say 3 and 4. So we have 3 columns, 3 rows and 4 columns. So again, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So obviously, so this is 2 multiple 3 and this 3 multiple 4. So at the end, C should be of 2 multiple 4. So I will just make it bigger here. So we have 2 multiple 4, so we have 2 rows and 4 columns. And in order to calculate each element here, I need to do, so for example here, I multiply 1 by 1, 2 by 5, and 3 by 9. So I have done 3 multiplications, and then I will do the sum. So 3 is here. So this one, in order to calculate each of these elements, I need to loop over the number of rows. I need to loop over the number of columns of B, and for each element I need to loop over the number of columns, which is the same as the number of rows of A and B. So I already solved that, so you just need to review the solution because I have spent too much time on solving this. So as for the function here, obviously I need the matrix 1 and matrix 2 and a matrix 3 that I will use it as an output. I need also the 3 dimensions, so the R, P, and C, and obviously the dimension of the resulting matrix is equal to R and C. So let's start. So we have here so there's a void, return void, because the function should return nothing, because I need to fill a third matrix. So I will consider it as an output, and an array I cannot return it as a return type. So let's say multiplication, and I will pass 3 matrices. So int A, of course, of size, int B. So I multiply A and B, and I will place the elements into C, and I need 3 dimensions. So I will call it R, P, and C. So obviously the first matrix A is of size R and P, the second matrix B is of size P and C, and the resulting matrix is of size R and C. So in order to do that, I need 3 counters, I, J, and K, because I have 3 dimensions. So I need to loop over. So the resulting matrix C is of dimension RC. So I will loop for I equal to 0, and then for j equal to 0, j less than C. And as I have told you, in order to calculate each element, I need to loop p times. So p times, because I need to multiply p elements and then do the summation. So I need to sum and I need to multiply. So for that, in C of ij, I will start with 0 because I need to add some element to that. So it's like a sum variable. So, and then I need to loop p times. So for k equal to 0, k less than p, it's capital P here, k plus plus, and I will add to c of ij. So let's write it here. The multiplication of a I k plus multiplied by b j kj. So let me just make it capital because it's all capital. So A it's dimension of R and P. So RP are the index of I and K. So IK, and I will multiply it by the column, so by B, and B, its dimension is P and C. So P is K and C is J. So here I need to place plus because I need to add to Ci of JD's element. So I have finished because there is nothing to return. So let's run this. So I need a third dimension P. So I will read dimension R and C, and then I will read the first matrix and the second matrix, and then I will read. So let's make it here P because it's P. And then I will read a third dimension. So obviously the number of rows is equal to P. So I will read C. And here I will read the second matrix. So it's of P rows and C columns. And then I need to, so I'll just erase this multiplication. And I need to pass 3 matrix. So I need also a third matrix here. So multiplication, I will pass mat1, mat2, and mat3 as output, and I have the R, P, and C. So we should pay attention that they are on the same order. So we have R, P, and C. The dimension of A is R and P, and dimension of B is P and C. And at the end, I need to write the matrix matrix 3. Its dimension is R and C. So this is correct. So let's run. So we have so we have here, so we have C and C. So let's call it mult, and we just modify mult here. So again, so 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I need to read one other dimension. So the matrix should be of 3 and this dimension. I will place it 2 here. So at the end we will have 2 by 2. So we need to enter 3 rows, and for each row we have 2 columns. So I will repeat 1, 2, 3. And at the end, so yes, we have 2 by 2, which is this matrix. So we have already solved that. It's not an easy or difficult exercise. So it's a medium exercise. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to write to me and I will answer you back. And again, thanks for watching.